Welcome back to Let's Play Sword of the Stars. I'm the Fusilier. I can't help but think these massive cruiser waves they keep going out could perhaps be positioned better and more usefully somewhere else. But that's just me. I'll put in the request, maybe they'll listen. It's possible. It's not possible. Bridgehead time. Last turn we arrived at Mjolnir and passed a boring time hiding with the jammer. We're gonna do that again and set up. You know, they really don't have anything at their capital. Like, they really don't have anything there. It's possible they take this as another feint, but this one's an actual real one. Here's one to one of our real ones, brother. So close. First the gate, then we'll deal with the other shit. I've already arranged the budget and whatnot. There we go. I think they're going to be colonizing that so I can finally deploy that gate and stop worrying so much. Okay, first off this. Also arriving at Kokal. I should manually do this because there's cruisers there, and if we're going to have a chance to win, it will be by killing the cruisers. Then the destroyers should be easy money. And the one at Mjolnir should pass very quickly. Let's give it a try. See what happens. Objective is just the same as last time. Hold the gate. Remain near the gates. If they see the gate and come over here, like, these guys are dead. Like, they can't stop them. These are just some random escort ships. I think gates should always be visible. I think gates and stations should be visible throughout the entire map. Much like how terrain is always visible on the map even when it's outside of sensor range. Which would immediately stop this from happening. Or just program the AI to move in the direction that the jamming fleet is coming from. I think that would be a rational thing that you could assume. I had first wondered why the gate will move sometimes between turns, but like, if they can unpack it, then they can probably pack it up and move it in a system. Sometimes I wish you could pack gates up for like messing with the AI. Ah well. We are getting valuable intel, like the fact that this planet, Mjolnir, is not exceptionally populated. So it is, even though there's a giant fucking Zul fleet here, it's possible we just run past them, smash the planet to bits while they're smashing our gate to bits. Or we keep a jammer near the gate and we just don't let them do that, and we just keep the gate and we just fight with them. Run to the planet, kill it. Then we'll have the advantage. Or, in keeping with my principle, which I've tried to follow in other series, never fight the enemy's whole fleet unless you have to. Like, turn away from the strong point to attack the weak. Like, for example, that capital. This one will be kind of a tough one. And we need the gate to not die. Nice thing is they won't get to use the whole thing at first, but it's like the gate should fall back. Everyone else should concentrate on... There's really no choice. Well, I'm of two minds. Let's concentrate on the armor, or we could try to just kill the destroyers inherently, which is just gonna happen anyhow. I don't know what would be better, honestly. Yeah, it seems like focusing the cruiser is just good. Alright, let's get their maneuver, their head, their forward section. Why did you... Guys, why? Why did you shoot your missiles there? Okay, that's fine. I should have been happy to take the deal. Get the engines if you can. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna make this happen, guys. The cruisers, too meaty. I mean, they don't achieve much, but they do eventually wear us down. These guys are the ones who lost their engines. But since they still have the forward section, they can still maneuver a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is gonna work. Alright, new plan. Kill the fucking destroyers, because that's who we can kill. Make it easier for the next guys to come. Well, gates are tough. Hey, if we keep maneuvering, and they keep maneuvering very poorly. Like, wow. Wow. No. I'm not gonna win a battle of endurance with the fucking... I sure would like to ever hit these guys. Although I gotta say, this little strategy, this little dance, it's keeping us out of their guns. Huh. Kind of undecisive. Where's all their guns? And the answer is they're fucking bouncing off the armor. Those are magneto-ceramics, I believe. Magno-ceramics, whatever. Deploy there.
Yes, wings unfolded and secured, Majesty.
Okay. Now my normal instinct in this situation is just pour reinforcements in. I really don't know about that. Also, I'm not sure why the graph was like halfway down. This sure looks like a full development planet to me. Is it just because they don't have any slaves? I mean, I know that is a particular hardship. I can sympathize, guys. Okay, that's another command post under Republic control. We don't need a tanker to go here, but I'm not gonna scrap these guys. I'm gonna... Anybody got any gates? Actually, we did have a gate available. Very nice.
Navigation, mark this trail.
Also, you may have noticed the fleet is was too big to just go in one group. So I'm gonna form a new fleet contingent at Gallifrey. Instead of just sending them right in, I'm actually really curious. That's 6 ships, but it will take them a while. They're reinforcing this. I don't know. We might just want to attack, but I don't know. But anyhow, we're gonna rally our forces here, try to build up more. We've got the budget relatively down because we're gonna be cranking ships because we're going on an actual offensive and we need to commit on this one.
Construction order placed, Majesty.
Hey guys, heard you're out of gas because Dave's a jackass. There's an old one.
Majesty.
2 on 2. I mean, given how the previous one goes, we can probably do 2 on 2, especially if it's like a fucking mining ship or some shit. We can still do it, guys. Over here, like, we can try.
Yes, wings unfolded and secured, Majesty.
Those are armor ships, so I don't know. Okay, here's a question. What's your time frame on that 2 turn? Forget it. Getting over there is way more important than some random uninhabited system. Wait, no, I wasn't hallucinating. They're launching 2 attack. Now, on the one hand, this is good for us. On the other hand, the Zul do just appear to have ships everywhere. So I don't know. I still think heading for the capital is gonna be the best bet. Where we can make, because again, we gotta hit the places they're weak, even if that's not many places. We can try this one. Did they leave? Did we scare them off? We've totally fucking scared them off. Ah ha ha. See? Be not afraid. And occasionally, you'll just fucking grab a world. You know, that world might be ours. Like, I'm gonna let the Tarkas expand there if they want, but if they don't want it, you know, it's like the last slice of pizza. Okay, guys, just hold your position here at Mjolnir. Just keep doing what you're doing. We'll do both. I mean, we have to. If I sim that other battle, they'll just get themselves killed. As for here, load up, boys. They briefly unagreed to... You know what? No, fuck it. You guys wanna... If you guys want to let me set up a gate, that will only redound to my advantage because I'm the Hivers. Don't know if you noticed. I really don't think showing you much of this is necessary. I keep forgetting to turn the timer down, which you can't do here, obviously. That wouldn't make much sense. This has been going on for years now. I just imagine like a Star Control 2. You know the Pakunk? They recharge their energy batteries by hurling insults at the enemy. I just imagine, again, like 2-3 years running now, this tiny fleet of Hiver ships has been set up in the outer system and has just been under the jammer, beaming constant stick bug memes. Just the dancing stick bug image, like hacking into their screens for years and years, and it has stopped being funny, and then it got really funny, and then it stopped being funny because it was over, but then it got really funny. I can do this all day. I don't want to, but I can.
System updates. We have received new wisdom, Mother.
Hang on. Oh yeah,
This
we did both.
hive
Yeah.
is intelligent.
We're so close to the next big wave. Thing is, even if, like, okay, when the colony ships get there, even if you play as them and force them to send the colony ships, they will in fact still,
Yes, my queen.
they'll colonize. Like,
Wings folded.
their natural instinct is to lay down colonies, which is very pleasant. They got defense platforms, but in terms of ships, they fucking... If they give me a turn where I have 30 cruisers and they have 6, I'm gonna auto-resolve and I'm gonna wipe them out. Like, if they give me just one turn like that... Now, to be fair, they got some things on their mind, so... You know, I make fun of the Tarkas for doing this attack, and they could stand to, perhaps, defend, ever.
We will follow this course, Majesty.
I got a good feeling about these ones, guys. I think we're gonna get it. Hey, get it, girl.
Yes, wings unfolded and secured, Majesty.
If they let me do that again, I'm just gonna gate in like a cruiser and fucking murder. Oh, what do I see here? I see very pleasant things. 9 turns. Fascinating. You know, that's almost... You know... Our fleet is here. We got guys that we maybe don't need. You know... This means that going here and then proceeding on normal drives will take 8 turns. That means we could send help that would arrive next turn. We could do a joint strike with the Lear. See, this is why you keep on your toes, folks. And I'm sorry for shitting on you, Lear. You're probably really strong. Yeah, I'm liking it. I mean, there's tons of ships there, but when it's a joint attack, you just get twice as many. Like, there's no balancing mechanic there. And I aim to exploit that. Alright, a lot is happening here. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna see if we can get peace again. Obviously, it's Zeta Reticuli we're gonna keep. Oh, they appear to have noticed. What? Where did they go? Oh no, wait, this is the capital where they never had anything. And they're about to have nothing. They're still very convinced the attack at Mjolnir is not gonna come, but, or they're still very convinced it's coming. It's not. Like, I'm just gonna fucking hold you here forever, asshole. And there's nothing that... Well, there is something the AI could do about it, but they won't, because they are stupid. So this looks like a bunch of big battles, but it's just gonna be 2 gate-holding actions, and 1 in which we click the diplomacy button and hope it works. No, I'm good for... You want to cease fire again, guys? Is that... Yeah, that's a refinery, I think. No, that's a node bore. That's a cruiser node bore. That's a cruiser node bore and a tanker, I think. Alright, now the most thrilling component. And yes, I made sure to pack like 3 command ships and 3 gates, or something like that. Back up a little. Nah, don't back up. Don't bother. If we can't see them, they can't see us. Thing is, if they enter visual range, all the jamming in the world won't fucking mean shit. So I will, just for the sake of caution,
Coordinates received.
back up a little, because they might like wiggle around or something. I feel a little. Now it doesn't matter to the AI, but I feel a little exposed here. That now that we're not in it. This is their capital, by the way, guys. So yeah, that graph just doesn't know how to indicate Zool worlds, which is sad. Sad. Very unfair to me and my family. Just total close, lads. Yeah, I got like 3 cruiser gates, 3 jammer, or 3 command ships, a fuck ton of modern ships. Like, I'm over preparing because previous assaults have gone so poorly. Hey, you ever wonder why we're here? It's one of life's great mysteries, isn't it? Why are we here, man? I promise I'm gonna stop showing this eventually. Now see, what would stop this here, even if it's just the AI? Like, if there are multiple enemies present at a world you're going at, some of them might spawn close enough to just see you. That's how you lose. That's how you lose this gambit. But since the Zool don't work together, I rate the chances of that at very unlikely. Alright, that's their capital, guys. Time to set up. Interestingly enough, the capital only has 1 million on it. Is that... I swear capitals have... But yeah, they don't get the bonus population from their capital. Probably because they start with a second world. They really don't value their capital the same way we do. They're not civilized. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna make you watch this battle or these 2 battles, although I will have to manually resolve them. I think the enemies realized what we're doing. No, those are just node board ships. They don't know shit. But they will learn very soon. Who told them? How'd they find out? What the... Oh, one of them just happened to be within visual range. Do all you can, guys. Really, killing the destroyers is a lot more realistic, frankly. Yeah, god damn it. To be fair, it took them a long time to, Is this their capital? Did they build a censorship? I think they built a censorship. Oh, man. Well, even if the plan no longer works, we'll have Farcasters soon. I was really looking forward to that offensive. If this one remains hidden, we may have no choice but to just go in against the enemy fleet and start grinding ships again. I'm pretty convinced, but I'd probably do a turn of manual battle to try and whittle down their numbers and hopefully direct things the way I wanted them. Because we got the assault fleet ready. We were just waiting on the go. They lucked out and did what you actually should do. One of us must have drifted into visual range like they were fucking around, and one of them just saw us. Thing is, once the enemy sees you, you know, no amount of jamming is gonna fix that. Well, there's good and bad news. I appear to have offended the Zool somewhat. Teehee. Did they turn back? I swear to fucking God, if these maniacs, like, turned back because I set up a gate, I will genuinely be a little upset. What might have to happen is I take them over and force them to colonize Serpens and Excalibur. That's the only thing I can... Good news though, we've made a breakthrough a couple turns early on Antimatter, which means lots and lots of options for what we're gonna get next. Like Osei, giant fuck rail cannons that will fuck everything. Just for instance. Let's see here. Farcasters. I mean, it has to be that, right? Well, we're probably going to do an offensive. In fact, we're doing multiple attacks already, so I don't know if Farcasters are the immediate concern. Even antimatter warheads, I don't know if that's the moment. Quantum capacitor. Beam weapon rate of fire. We still don't, strictly speaking, have any beam weapons. But if we did, I'm sure they'd be really cool. I'm having a hard time seeing the downsides of railguns. Specifically impactors. We get impactor cruisers, and when dreadnoughts open up, we get those too. And this just gives us 20% increase in round velocity for mass drivers. 10% increase in damage.
This project may advance the swarm in a great leap.
That might be what we're going for. Because we've already got... we don't need star drives, or to put it another way, our star drive works differently. So it's time to redesign every single ship in the fleet, and then we'll start the whole grinding offensive thing. Considering some revisions, although it's tough to say because we haven't had a major battle using Stormers yet, but I've heard they do so much worse against armor, and I'm a little worried the Zul will salvage armor because they're good at scavenging techs, so they will eventually get it. So I feel like there's more upside in going pure mass drivers. And having these on the bottom is nice, because even if our ships try to dogfight or they get surrounded, I don't know, it's tough for me to give up the missiles in the back. And it's true that they do have some utility. Like, we've certainly seen those missiles doing work, but we can't just have like 1 or 2 per, because then there's not enough volley of fire. They have point defense. I don't know, I think this is what I'm going to go with for now as our standard mainline cruiser.
Design entered into naval archives.
Largely similar to what we had before, but I assume Stormers were a direct upgrade to mass drivers, but the way I had it explained to me was Stormers have an 80% chance to not bounce off, which means there's a 20% chance they just bounce off normally. With polysilicate alloys, I think the chance to bounce off is 80%, which would essentially Stormers would be completely negated by the most basic armor attack imaginable, or something to that effect. Now there's, like, it's an actual physics calculation, so it's not like every single Stormer would bounce off, even in that case. But the point is, mass drivers are more resilient to deflecting off, and generally they just perform alright. So I'm gonna do that, and now it's time to upgrade everything in the fleet. A big mount thing in the back, which is pretty cool. I quite enjoy that. That's really the main change. Alright, I've renovated the entire fleet. Some minor adjustments, like giving the armors mass drivers, because it's like there's 4 slots. I think they'll be able to do more with the cannons than they will with the missile. Although the utility ships still have missiles, because the conception is they should generally be running away, I suppose. Squadron CNC, because we're going to send out some scout groups to find uninhabited planets and gate them up. And I want to be sending destroyers to do those kind of long-range missions. So let's see. The CNC means we don't have to stick to just 5 ships, because like this is going to be a pretty big expedition. So for example, we get 3 gates, Squadron CNC, a jammer. This is just for them to equip the various places that they find in Zul territory. And then a proper escort of armor destroyers, which is like an actual full battle line, whatever that is. Full battle line of armor destroyers, Squadron CNC. And and 3 gates, jammer scanners, and some tankers, as appropriate to give them plenty of range.
Construction project initiated.
Could give them refineries, perhaps. I don't know. It's 3 turns. Can we not make it 3 turns? Well, we can make them in separate places, which is probably for the best. Let's make that and see how they do.
Construction order placed, Majesty.
And
The way is marked. Engines burn.
might as well start assembling a defense fleet there, as we will need to, because we're about to send all our ships into battle. That would be most awkward. And then, like, I don't know. They managed to get me, which is sad because that was a fucking prime opportunity to hit one of their worlds while it was not being defended. So I'm not sure 100% what to do now. Oh, let's go in. I've been waiting for a chance to test all this stuff. So let's get everybody together. Everybody and the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Gather as much stuff as possible. It's a little too much. Okay, all gate traffic is canceled this turn. Which I believe it's just like, hold there.
We will halt the previous action.
Hold there for a turn, guys. I mean, I'm hoping the humans see that. All gate traffic is suspended because we are moving as our full naval capacity, 40 fucking cruisers. I'm gonna sort things out and then we'll get in there. Alright, this is the big one, boys. And they're doing an intercept, as I figured they would do. Don't care about that. First up, we strike here. And, I think we're just gonna... The fact that they're gonna kill the gate, like, we're just gonna use the fact that they're gonna run past us and shoot the gate as time to shoot their ships, which the Mark IVs should be highly adept at doing. My plan was not to do this originally. But hey! So get over here, bitches.
Engage engines for battle. As you say,
Order the command ship to stand off a little bit. Everyone else, get them. Staying put may not be our move, sadly. So order them to back off while we shoot. Heavy fucking drivers. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Already. The big drivers do like literally push ships around. I hate this so much. You stay back. Yeah, the gate is dead. Bonk. I wasn't aware how much heavy driver cannons genuinely just fucking bonk them. And just to make sure we bring all our cannons to bear, it's good to roll the ship at the gate. Computer doesn't like it. Let me do this. I'll back a little bit. Command ship. I'm not sure about this pushing. Like, pushing the enemy around is funny, and it does mess with their beam weapon style. Get out of there, guys. Can't tell if we're doing very well. We're sure doing a lot of damage to them. Please, no. Where's the CNC? CNC up. I do quite hate these. Oh, another one did emerge. Okay. Get him fucking away. Let's just focus fire. I feel like the enemy is taking quite a while to die. Very impolite. That is interesting though, like, there's probably all sorts of tactics involved with the choice to you know, push them around, like literally pushing them. Kind of pushing them faster than we can run. Yeah, that is very entertaining, I must admit. And like beam ships, that would completely wreck a beam ship offensive. It is keeping them extremely split up, which I do appreciate. There's gotta be something we can do about the fucking corrosive, like, we got point defense batteries. And we did bring repair ships. Just got him. Yeah, just fall back at this point. Just don't lose any more. Anything that survives can be repaired. Unlike that.
System
I hate him
updates.
so fucking much. What's our status? I feel like we came out about even in that fight. That's what I feel. Yeah. What was doing all the damage? Okay, corrosive missiles were doing all the... So, as we just need to keep moving. Like, we need to be constantly in motion. Just basically, those corrosive missiles punish you for sitting there. Otherwise, their weapons weren't doing anything to us. Yeah, we'll have to adopt a more maneuver-heavy approach. We did kill a command ship. It's possible they don't have too many more of those, which I would appreciate. Repair. How much repair do we have? Not enough. Obviously, strike force goes up. And then it's time to prioritize. Anything that we can get back into the field at full... Yeah. Like that. And then we move the badly damaged ships to the rear.
We shall repair what is broken.
For later. Looks like we were getting a very decent outnumbering bonus. Okay, so we just need to run forward and kill them all, I suppose. Thing is, we can't really fight near the planetary defenses because they'll contribute all kinds of damage. So fighting in the outer system works, especially because we're going to set up a cruiser gate this time. Which should have what we need.
Yes, wings unfolded and secured, Majesty.
I just can't figure out how to attack these fucking assholes. I mean, this one is obvious, like, we should move constantly. Like, movement orders all the time. And I think if we did that, like, the full attack thing with dogfighting might be actually what we want to do. Anything to minimize the time we... I mean, obviously some point defense would be nice. We have point defense on our ships, but the small weapon placement on Hiver cruisers is like one of the only genuine disadvantages. Because these point defense, like, the only point defense is For example, 2 on the bottom, like, it doesn't work. And that command ship is the last one we have. We packed a spare, but only 1 spare. So that command ship needs to really pull back. Otherwise, let me handle affairs of state for a sec. Also, thank God they settled another world. It's slow going, but humanity will return to this sector, god damn it. Alright, I've changed my mind. Everything we have, all our budget, plus the 500,000 from the Lear, is going towards a single thing in every fucking colony, and that is cruisers everywhere. Cancel the destroyers, cancel the everything. We're going into battle. Or rather, we're already in battle, and we just gotta pour shit into the fucking breach until it breaks. And we have to make this work. We can't keep stalemating like this. And not to mention they're coming in here. Fucking pieces of crap. So I need everybody from every world, and we gotta make sure, like, for example, these guys over here that I may have forgotten about a little bit. Need to move these old ships, everything we got, because we got a lot. We just need to get it where it needs to go. And this time, because we have the numbers, even though this will end up like shooting the planet, like I apparently can't make it work anyhow. So sorry you're gonna die, Gate. Mjolnir, we're gonna auto battle.
System updates. We have received a gift, Mother. This hive is generous. We have received new wisdom, Mother. This hive is intelligent.
Yeah, we do. Killed more of them than we lost. Ugh. You'll note this time the corrosive missile payloads do almost nothing, whereas they were a primary source of damage. But of course that means missiles are heavily weighted and we don't have sufficient point defense. We lost a lot of Guardian Mark IVs, which I'm sort of okay with. You'll note that the gate is now up, and they didn't get the gate because we didn't manually fight it. Which means... Okay, nothing new on scopes. Which means, first of all, we basically divide our forces.
Swarm on the wing.
And we don't even need to be here for another turn, so it's more like everything just
Navigation. Mark this trail.
pour it on at Mjolnir. This was not quite the plan, but these are all obsolete ships anyhow. And all these new ships too.
My queen.
Just everything. Everything you got. From like,
As you command,
it's time to buckle down and
Majesty.
stop fucking around. Like, normally, I've been running the Hiver industrial output not at its full potential because we're trying to make demand.
We move now.
And that is very important. It's like we're pushing our economy redline to just
We will follow this course, Majesty.
everything. Like, we sent 1 full gate capacity. Now we're sending almost another full one into the breach. And let's see here. We have a Strike Force CNC up. Just get ships battle ready. Like, get them...
We
Yeah, like
shall
that. Like,
repair
again.
what is broken.
Move the wounded to the back of the line. At least as much back of the line as it's possible to be, which is not very. But this is what we wanted. Then we got some armors here. Sadly, we can't add the other ships to our reinforcement order of battle, so they're just going to show up. We got to do like this, I think. The cruiser gates can't be getting killed. Please. and just pour it on. 'Cause yeah, we'll be able to send whatever's left next turn to go help. Worst comes to worst, and we lose every ship there. The humans have diverted a massive defense force of cruisers and stuff to hold. They got platforms, they got a fully developed colony. In fact, they've got an overdeveloped colony. So if worst comes to worst, the humans are covered. And I'm going to build another round of ships just as big for next time. One thing I find distressing is, in the battle reports, the game alleges that stormers do a whole lot of damage. And I don't think those are stormers on the enemy ship, so like, we may be abandoning a large chunk of our combat potential by... In fact, I'm gonna get nervous and switch the design over again. Guardian. We don't give up... We give up a lot with the stormers, but... Like, especially when we're doing auto battle crunching, I feel like this is better. And the missiles do something.
Design entered into naval
I don't know what
archives.
the fuck I'm doing, man. That should be abundantly apparent. But the auto battle really doesn't think that the kinetic drivers are doing that much damage, which is rather unfortunate. That is rather our plan. Game had to think for a moment on that one. Yeah, no, we're not permitting this one to end in a loss, guys. The only conclusion to this mission is the rescue of our people off of Mjolnir. And more importantly, the extermination of every fucking living thing on that planet.
System updates.
There we
There
go.
are intruders in our territory.
Yeah, no, keep pouring
We
it on
have
if you want,
received a
guys.
gift, Mother. This hive is
Just a small one.
generous.
Small incursion. Small bean. Otherwise, they're just moving around. That looks like a wave, my friends. I'm gonna have to take that planet soon if they don't want it. As soon as I can fucking... Very tempting. There's some unclaimed worlds up here that we can use to launch a springboard on the other. Because we're really in a... I would like to point out that this war has basically been 4-on-1, and the Zul aren't losing. They're not winning exactly. This is a problem. I'm not really sure what to do about this. I'm not sure even together we can make a dent on these guys. But the point is, Mjolnir now belongs to us. And especially now that they don't have the defensive advantage. Okay, let's see the after action report on that one before we end it. That is more what I'm talking about. We did lose the Strike Force CNC somehow. We lost, I mean, honestly, those old ships. It sucks to lose ships, but gaining territory for it sounds much nicer. And when it's an auto battle, they don't get to use their fucking corrosive... I don't know how the AI simulates dodging it, frankly, but hey. Everybody form up together, and then we'll figure out what to do some fucking other time. Including the fact that we are probably... Hang on. Actually, this world... looks like it would be pretty decent for the Humies too. So and it is sort of in their path, so we are not going to take this world on the off chance that they want it. That would give them about 5 worlds, which is not horrible. Oh, this is such stress. Like for this one, I would probably send a whole strike group. Like a full strike group, just to make sure the job got done the right way. Luckily, we have that. We have lots of many such caches. Okay, we do have another Strike Force CNC here. Because we've been building them I had a fucking premonition that that is exactly what would happen. I'm psychic. Yeah, just keep repairing stuff.
We shall repair what is broken.
Send the wounded to the rear. Move up our ships. This is an uninhabited thing, so we do the standard form linist. Although I'm not planning to fight this battle. Considering our massive outnumbering bonus, it would be much better to simulate it. Let's see here. I'm gonna assemble things.